Hey everyone. Okay, so in today's vlog, I am going to upgrade because I had some upgrades on 3 different ways that you will know that spirit is guiding you and speaking to you. So I've done a vlog like this before, but I've grown and my consciousness has expanded. So my awareness and presence has expanded. So I have some new information. Okay, so like I normally just I talk from experience, so I'm just gonna give you real raw stories. Okay, so one of the ways that you can absolutely know that spirit is guiding you or giving you signs, it's called double dreaming. So Neville Goddard talks about double dreaming, and what double dreaming is, you'll have a dream, and in that dream, you're doing something or you're feeling a certain way. When you're feeling a certain way, it's really important to be aware in that dream. And you sometimes, it does take some training of the mind to be aware and present in your dreams. That does take a little bit of work, but when you get there, double dreaming is when you have a dream and then the next night you have a dream like that's very similar to your first dream right away, back to back, or you'll have those dreams back to back. And when I say similar, I mean like the feelings or the theme in the dream A and dream B are similar, and they happen one night after another or back to back in one night. That's called double dreaming. And that to me is affirmation that, okay, I'm on the right track, and what I'm seeing in my vision, which is number 2, whatever I'm seeing in my vision is actually being implanted and input in my subconscious. Subconscious means lower than your consciousness, and it's being implanted in my subconscious and gonna come forth through my consciousness and into reality. So that's one thing, double dreaming. And I'll tell you, if you want a full-on example, I'll give it to you. A couple nights ago, I was in a scenario. It was a very academic scenario. So I was teaching, I was in academia. And in my dream, I was talking to very like-minded people. We not only talked about science, but we were also talking about spirituality. And I was within that atmosphere of people. And I felt great. I somehow ended up in my home, and this home was different. But I remember feeling good in that dream. And I remember looking at myself and my clothing and I remember feeling good in my clothing and feeling wow, I feel good. I have to appreciate these pants I'm wearing because they didn't fit me. I was too overweight for them, not a few months ago. And they fit me, holy. And I remember thinking that in my dream and just feeling smart and feeling wow, I can talk to these people on a scientific and academic level. And then I had this teaching that I had to go do. I was a teacher in my dream. So that was a couple days ago. Last night I had that same dream again. The 3 things that were similar was the appreciation for the weight loss. Second was spiritual talk and academia, and third was teaching. And one of the things that I have been, so that is a double dream. I woke up this morning, I was okay, it's happening. It just gave me that reassurance, I don't have to think about it anymore. What I want is coming to fruition. I better be prepared now. Now it's my turn to get prepared for if I'm gonna have to do interviews, start speaking again, start practicing interview questions at a very, interviews for high administrative academic levels, start doing that. So you see how it just gives you guidance when you trust and believe. So that is called double dreaming. Now the second thing that I mentioned is vision. So let me give you an example. I would say for a solid 4 months now, I had this girl who was me. I could tell it was a younger version of me, and she felt like she was in from this timeline, not a past life, this life from a past like timeline. So this girl that I envisioned is about 3 years old, and she just came into my mind's eye, and she was praying, and she was praying like this with her eyes closed, head down, and praying like this. And I was like, that's funny. She seems like she's from this timeline. Like maybe I was Muslim in a past life or something, and you do your call to prayer and praying, but this girl felt like she was from this life, from this timeline, because it was my haircut when I was younger, and I just had this like bowl, short hair and a bowl haircut, and it was me. I was thought, okay, fine, like, okay, it's received, I understand. And then she kept popping back in my mind's eye, and she would like come in my mind's eye more often and more often. And I didn't understand it, but all I did understand, what I did realize is, okay, I accept, I receive your prayers. That's what I would say in my mind's eye to this little girl. I would be grateful, I graciously accept and receive your prayers. Thank you. Because I didn't know who she was, what she was, but maybe she's my own energy from the past, but she's praying. So I just kind of thought, oh, maybe she's here to help me, and I'm just gonna say thank you, I'm gonna be grateful, and I'm gonna say her, I receive and I accept. So now when I see her, which is often, I started saying that to her. But I didn't know what it was. But I've learned to accept, because I've learned that these visions are from spirit. So 2 is visions, okay? And 3 is following every intuition. Now I'm gonna link number 2 and 3 together. So this morning, after my double dream, okay? After my double dream, when I got up this morning, I did my regular routine, make my coffee, do my thing, right? Like meditate, do some channeling, listen to some YouTube videos, do my thing. But I decided for some reason not to go to yoga, which isn't like me. And I thought, okay, fine, I'm just gonna cancel my class, canceled my class. Then I looked over this way, just this way here, and all of my my oracle decks are on this side. So I use them to record videos, but I'll just show you. So see that? So I had oracle decks stacked up like this, okay? So all of those oracle decks are on this side. And one oracle deck that I do not really use or grab for is my Sacred Rebels deck. But it was kind of facing this way. It was about the 5th deck down, and it kind of spoke to me, and I was like, oh, okay. So I grabbed the deck, and I was on the phone. I was on a phone call, and I started shuffling. So I opened the deck up, I grab the cards, and I start shuffling. And as I'm shuffling, I'm like, hey, Spirit, okay, so like, what message do you want to reveal to me this morning? You kind of put my attention to there, and we're doing it. So what message do you want to reveal to me this morning? And because I was on the phone call, I pulled the cards while I was on the phone call, and this card came up. And it's a card for listening for truth. And this is basically what I just talked about, and this card is why I did this vlog, and it's about just listening to spirit. You're being really highly communicated to right now, and listen to intuition and like spirit, find your synchronicities. Then I felt like I want to pull another one, so I pulled out this card and says she feels, she knows. Then I hang up the phone, I go and grab more coffee, I come and sit down, open up my computer to start like, I wanted to write, basically, to start like writing. And I just looked down because I have my whole pile of cards, I didn't put them back in the deck, and my eyes went straight. My eyes, you're gonna trip out. My eyes went straight. Do you see that little, what is she doing? Isn't that fucking nuts? I never noticed that on these cards before. This little girl has her hands placed, the same vision that I saw. I saw this exactly in my vision, and she has become this woman, and this is her soul, the elder. Now, I still can't fully tell you what that means because I don't know, but I know these are synchronicities and I know to respect them, receive them, and just say, okay, I'm here, like whatever it is, bring it on. That is how Spirit speaks to you. What the fuck? Like, my hands are shaking. This just happened and I wanted to make this vlog. This is nuts. I'm so shook up right now, but I know it's something. I feel emotional, but I'm not gonna cry. I cry too much now. I just like, we'll see what happens. I will keep you guys updated. I really don't know what to say. I don't know, but these are synchronicities and this is how Spirit talks to you. Love you guys so much.